हेलो 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 मेरे प्यारे भाई लोग, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। भाई स्टार्ट करते हैं अपना अगला गेम। चलो, ब्लैक मिला है। अल्काइंस डिफेंस के साथ शुरुआत। नॉर्मल वेरिएशन। अगर इफ आई प्लेस माय नाइट बैक, ही कैन पुश, बट आई कैन गिव चेक। और चलो, लेट्स डू इट। पॉन टेक्स, क्वीन टेक्स, नाइट एक्टिवेशन। What if he do this pawn push? If he does this pawn push, I'll push e6, forcing him to take. I can take his queen with check and then take this pawn. But I can't bring my knight. Okay, let's activate our bishop. Attacking queen, pinning queen. So I can go for this pawn. Bishop comes in between. I'll take this pawn. If knight takes, I'll take his bishop. Okay, so this pawn push as planned. If pawn takes, I'll take his queen and then take this pawn with bishop. Actually, a good plan. If I place it back, he'll take my pawn, I'll take his queen, then I'll take with knight, and then king needs to move here or knight needs to activate here. Chalo, place it back. If pawn takes, take his queen, then take his knight with check. And knight activation here, pawn takes, king takes it. So I think knight activation right now. Attack is bishop. Yes, attack is bishop. If pawn push, knight takes it. If bishop here, I can go for this pawn because there is no mate. Or if bishop here, can I not take that bishop? Because if knight takes, I can take his queen. Then I may go for long castle. That should be the plan. Come on, make a move. So I think take his knight is good for now. Yep, take his knight. And maybe I can simply castle. If I castles, he can push this pawn. Uh, or instead, I think I should. This is the good move. I should attack his bishop. Then move your horse b3. b3. b6. Okay. You mean to say b6. Mark Jesse. Push a8 on d8. Take this pawn. Pawn push I can take with knight. Take this pawn. Attacking his rook. And stop this castle also. And pawn push I can take with knight. I think I should push this pawn also to stop. If his rook comes here, I'll push this pawn. Or maybe I can go for check and take this pawn. No, first I need to push this pawn. Then I can plan further because this push can lead to mate. If this knight is defending this mate. Okay, so he's offering rook, but he's planning very good actually. So I think knight, placing my knight back first. Or simply push this pawn. Push this pawn. I think push this pawn looks good. Push this pawn. He can give check. I can place my king here. He'll make queen. I can take it with knight. Playing queen. Playing queen will be a mate in one. So f6. He'll push this pawn. King goes f7. He can place this with check. Then I've no, he cannot place it. Knight is guarding that square. Maybe after this pawn push, he can push more to make queen. I can take his queen with rook, and queen takes it, and I can take his bishop. But there, after that, he can plan for mate, or I can take his rook also. Play f8, है ना? f8. Simply, should I take his bishop? Simply, should I take this pawn? Bring my knight back. If I bring my knight back, he can place queen here. So I think let's go for this pawn push. Block with knight. He was having this plan. Queen goes on d5. like reverse blocking square. That's why I did that. Although he'll take my rook, I can take his rook. But after that, there is no such mate threat because my king have escape square and take his bishop also after that is a plan with king. So these three pawns are good to stop the mate. Block with knight. Knight comes here, knight takes it back, pawn takes it. I have to activate my bishop. Yes, I thought so. He was planning this. And now it's a mate from here, but I can simply activate my bishop first. Yes, I can activate my bishop. Queen gives check, bishop takes it, and if rook is going there, I can simply that's it. Simple as that. Now I can take his rook. Easy one, easy peasy. He cannot do anything now. It's a clear win for us. Maybe I can go for check and take that pawn. I'll not take this bishop. I know what you are planning. I can take this pawn. Bishop takes it. Okay, if he takes this bishop, he can plan for mate threat also. But if I take this pawn, attack on his queen, queen have this check. No, 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 no. Don't take this pawn. That's a risky. Should I take his bishop directly? Because if he gives check with queen, I can take and okay, we have to find a good move now. Take his bishop because there is no check. If queen gives check from here, I'll move my king. Yes, take his bishop. I'll start moving my king, and there is no other check after that. If queen comes here, I'll not take it. I'll simply move my king. Play a pawn. Take draw. रुक नहीं लेना था. Come on, check. King goes here, and there is no other check after that. And if pawn push, I'll take with rook in support of knight. It's a easy win. He does not have any other check, not even from here, because knight is guarding very good. Now I can take his queen, because if he makes queen, I can. Let's go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. 2305. Moving on to another game. Lol. If he could have planned his rook also in between, I should have taken his rook, and there was no other move after that. Come on, Scandinavian defense closed. Opponent missed something. He had chance. Yes, he was having a chance, but to play that, like he has to do more sacrifices. अरे यार, I missed this. ठीक है? When bishop was here, it was simply take this pawn, check from here, and then take. ठीक है, I missed that move. I was not expecting 23-20 was is doing this mistake, but he did that, and I didn't took advantage of that. That was my bad. Castle. Bishop here, pawn push. Bishop can close this. Knight goes here. Looks good. Okay, bishop attacking knight. Knight cannot be planned forward. Now this double push, so I can push this also. Push this, bishop here, knight goes here. I think I should not take it and play my bishop back. I should continue with my plan only. Push this pawn. If you push this, I can take it and pawn takes. I'll have extra pawn. If pawn push, he can play his knight here. Okay, so let's do this. Pawn push, closing his queen. This pawn push is possible. If pawn push, pawn takes, bishop takes, he can take this pawn. Now my plan is to play bishop here, or first I'll play knight here, then bishop here. As I told you, knight here first, and then bishop here. Okay, pawn takes. I think I should take with bishop, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn push, pawn takes, and queen goes here. Should I sack my bishop? Let's do it. We are going to win this. Sack my bishop, knight takes it, queen can go here. Then he have to sack his bishop if he wants to win. H and G open, danger. Yes. If he takes, knight takes it. If pawn push, I can take this pawn, forking his queen and Daruk. Also, I can take it. If rook takes it, that is going to be problem. Okay, let's see. If he takes my bishop, takes with knight, pawn push, knight takes this pawn, attack his queen and rook. Okay, so this fork, like pawn takes bishop, knight takes pawn. If this pawn push, I can take this pawn with a fork on queen and Daruk. And I'm not going to take his queen, neither is rook, because this knight is very powerful. I'll simply take this pawn and push this pawn. Yes, I'll simply take this pawn and push this pawn and keep my queen knight there only because I can plan my queen here to attack some threats. Hello, Sonu. Welcome to the stream. So placing my queen here, it is good, or here it is good. I feels here it is good. Because now I can take my knight back to plan for mate threat. If bishop goes back, I can still place my knight there. If queen takes it, I can take his rook. How are you? I'm fine, bhai. तुम कैसे हो भाई? Knight goes back, knight goes back, knight goes here is also option. Maybe I can, another thing I can do is g4, g5. Lost है क्या? Lost है अगर he is able to find out a good move. So he gave up, he took that knight. And I can bring my दारुक, अगर मैं क्वीन लेके आता हूँ, अगर मैं रुक लेके आता हूँ यहाँ पे, so queen takes, rook takes. So he left it rook, bishop, and nahi, I think that's a wrong move. So simply take his pawn, queen check. Okay, simply take his pawn. जो मिलते चले वो लेते चलो, आप जीत जाएंगे। रुक यहाँ लाना मिस्टेक होगा। ना ना, take this pawn is a mistake because ये check आ रहा है and he can take my piece. So I think queen exchange कर लेते हैं। That was a good tactical move. Now I can bring my rook here because this queen can't take my rook. That king is pinned, and if he takes my queen first, I'll take his rook with check and then take this pawn. Take my queen back. Let's go. Knight came in between. Can I not just take his knight, or can I not just place my rook here? I think I can place my rook here. Yes, I can place my rook here. Queen cannot take my rook. He can take my queen, but I can take it back with pawn. Although there is no plan. ठीक है, this pawn push can continue. Pawn push, pawn push. Okay, good one. Good one, good one, good one. I didn't saw that. It's a clear resign then. I think that was a blunder. अरे यार. It's a clear blunder. Resign. Wow, didn't saw that trap. How did player think that? Yeah, I missed that. Yeah. Let's review this. I missed that there was a check with knight. रुक से मार भी देता लेकिन मेरा वो रुक मारता उसके बाद में दैट पॉन वाज अनस्टॉपेबल एंड ही विल बी लेफ्ट विद नाइट बिशप एंड रुक एंड वन मोर पॉन जो कि बन रहा है विद इन वन मूव आई थिंक बिशप और नाइट और पॉन सो आई विल प्ले विथ यू गाइस लेकिन ओके ही आल्सो मेड अ ब्लंडर आई आल्सो मेड अ ब्लंडर बट आई मेड अ बिगेस्ट ब्लंडर आई थिंक रुक हियर वाज ब्लंडर जो मैंने बोला था यहाँ बेस्ट क्या हो सकता था टेक हिज क्वीन and rook takes it and I can simply stop that pawn. सिंपल रखना था गेम इजी विन था इजी विन होता इस पोजीशन के बाद यहाँ तो ड्रॉ हो सकता था यहाँ तो फिर अपन जीत सकते थे चलो एनीवेज 2000 plays on different level didn't saw either of those traps your chess id hello sir hello deep sagar welcome to the stream buddy खेलते हैं सब्सक्राइबर्स के साथ भी खेलते हैं 2325 हो जाए उसके बाद सब्सक्राइबर के साथ खेलते हैं ठीक है 2325 के बाद you guys can send me challenge anything below 5 minutes unrated. I'll accept that. Alkine's defense normal variation. What he's playing. Pawn push, pawn takes. Uh, ठीक है. But why I will take it? Offering him to take. Queen takes. Attacking that pawn also. Bishop can be planned here. If you push this pawn, bishop can activate here. Pawn push can be done. E6 can be done. Pawn takes after that. And maybe I can place my bishop here to threat mate. Okay, bishop activation. Continue the activation. The main thing we should do is activate all of our pieces. Pin होगा knight. Okay, knight pin. Pawn push. Pawn push. E6. Bishop out, and I can go for. I'll go for long castle because his queen is sitting here and may cause problem. Maybe I can try to trap his queen also. Okay. Come on, take my knight, no problem. I'll not do any of the castles. Not even short, not even long. You can't move F bishop. I can place it on E6 to trap his queen. Maybe this pawn take or knight. I can have this pawn. So there is no way he can defend this pawn. I can take this pawn, place my bishop on G6. Pawn takes, pawn takes. So I can take G6. C6, C2, sorry. I can take C2 and place it back on G6. Pawn takes, bishop, bishop nahi, pawn takes. Hmm. To stop him castling, I should place it here, but he'll plan his knight here. So simply take my bishop back and place my queen on D7 to defend this pawn. And now I can start pushing H5, H4. I'm not going to castle now. Maybe I should do it in few moves. Let's see. Pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, or queen takes, queen takes. This bishop is now defending good on G6. I can also castle. Try to castle if anything goes wrong. Okay, so bishop activation. I'll try to castle now. Pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. Or should I attack him? If I try to attack him, I cannot even reach H4. This king is vulnerable because now rook is on this file. He can maybe some now or later plan for knight here, knight take this pawn. Okay, so now he's planning for this pawn take. If I take this pawn, yeah, if I take his knight, I should take his knight. You will lose one pawn in trade queen bishop. Okay, knight goes forward to take his dark square bishop, although I'm offering him free pawn. But I can simply go for, if he takes this pawn, I can simply go for long castle and place my rook in attack. If queen goes back, I can place my rook and he has to give up his bishop. So yeah, that's a good plan. Long castle. I think this is a mistake he did. Now rook can attack his queen. I can take his bishop, or queen takes this pawn. Rook comes here, and I can take his bishop. If queen goes back, rook comes here. Rook can go for this pawn. I do have good attacks. Although this rook is also guarding this bishop. डेंजर है भाई. बी ओपन है. बी ओपन है तो सही, लेकिन कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा ना यार जीतने के लिए. If he takes this pawn, that is going to be a mistake because rook can take it and I can take his bishop. इस साइड अटैक करने के लिए उसके पास पीसेस नहीं है फिलहाल. pawn push now. I think this pawn push looks good and I can activate my bishop. Pawn push. Pawn takes, bishop takes, attack his queen. Yes, pawn push. Pawn takes, knight also take his option. Attacking his rook, trying to trap his queen. Knight takes. क्वीन ट्रैप करनी है, बस सिंपल प्लान ये है, क्वीन ट्रैप करनी है. कैसे करनी है वो सोचना पड़ेगा. नाउ दिस पुश अगेन टू अटैक हिज रुक. यस, मेरा प्लान कभी ये था ही नहीं कि मतलब मैं बिशप यहाँ लेके आऊं या नाइट लेके आऊं. माय प्लान वाज टू जस्ट ब्लॉक हिज क्वीन रिटर्न स्क्वायर्स एंड आई कैन पुश h5 और फिर रुक कम्स हियर. Will that block his queen? Queen will have one option left, that is f7. How to block f7? If pawn takes, यहाँ तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो ही नहीं रहा है. बिशप से लिया तो क्वीन विल बी ट्रेडेड. हाँ राइट राइट, वो देखा था, इसलिए नाइट सोचा कि नाइट टेक्स. नाउ इफ दिस pawn push, rook goes here, queen have one option only. इस ऑप्शन को कैसे ब्लॉक किया जाए? Okay, you can take this pawn. No problem, I can block his bishop. Time to attack his queen. Attack his queen. Queen have only one option, that is here. If I block his bishop, bishop goes here. Can't take his bishop. Now he's also planning for this pawn. ठीक है, attack his queen only makes sense to me. बिशप जा रहा है आपका. फिलहाल तो नाइट डिफेंड करके रखा है. रुक टेक्स क्वीन. I'll take his queen. So that's the plan. And if he takes my queen, I can take his queen. So I'll have two rooks. Now pawn push. Pawn push, bishop can take it. Rook here, rook takes pawn. I cannot take his rook back. So pawn push. Maybe bishop back. Maybe bishop back. Queen can go back. Or he can give check from here also. Now we have to think that what is the best move. हेलो हेलो कमलेश भाई मैं बढ़िया तुम कैसे हो टेक इज बिशप अरे मेरा नाम है शिव अच्छा अच्छा तुम्हारी आईडी पे कमलेश लिखा है तो इसलिए कमलेश बोलता हूँ मैं F4 then rook takes bishop F4 then rook takes G2 okay but there is no mate check check and king can go in if rook activation his bishop can take my pawn I can take his bishop rook takes it so to defend this if I push my king bishop takes I think pushing my king forward makes sense pushing my king forward bishop takes pawn takes bishop takes pawn bishop takes bishop rook takes queen takes so yes this king push looks good now I can activate my rook set rook goes here and another rook can come that's a mistake buddy rook takes come on yaar I can take your knight also now it's a easy win like he cannot take this pawn he cannot go here knight is guarding that square so I just need to activate my rooks now maybe rook goes on g7 yes rook goes on g7 easy win connection between queen and rook break with bishop and doubling up that's it easy win नाइट की जय हो अब तो एक्सचेंज भी कर लूंगा मैं तो ये रुक पुश किया रुक टेक किया रुक ने टेक किया एंड लेट्स गो आई हैव हिज रुक आल्सो अच्छा मुझे लगा उसका रुक मिल गया मुझे ओके मे बी आई कैन अटैक हिज क्वीन और क्वीन कैन गो हियर अब सिर्फ मेट ढूंढना है सो आई थिंक नाइट गोज बैक अटैक हिज रुक इफ नाइट गोज हियर क्वीन कैन गो बैक हियर आई थिंक अब यहाँ पे नाइट प्लेस करके और चेक देते हैं एंड because his plan is now to place this rook here, so knight and rook both are defending it. I can give him check and take his rook. Easy win. So check, take that pawn, take that pawn. I can take this pawn after that. Go back. I just need to push this. Maybe this check for now and continue with the pawn push. Pawn push, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push. Queen on board with check and mate. Now I think there is no another check. Come on, resign. He does not have any another check. That knight is defending too good. Like this square is blocked, this square is blocked, this square is blocked, this square is blocked. Queen cannot give any another check. He will lose on time. Take a free pawn. It's his turn. भैया मैं एंड गेम्स में अच्छा खेलता हूँ लेकिन ओपनिंग में नहीं खेल पाता. कोई बात नहीं शिव भाई. एंड गेम कैसे इम्प्रूव करोगे? पजल सॉल्व करते जाओ, योर एंड गेम विल बी इम्प्रूव. अगर तुम्हें पता है कि तुम्हें कौन सी ओपनिंग खेलनी है एंड इफ यू नो एवरीथिंग, तो फिर एंड गेम्स के लिए तो पजल्स बेस्ट है. एंड आई थिंक देयर इज एंड गेम लेसन आल्सो ऑन chess.com. मतलब ओपनिंग लेसन्स ऑन chess.com, अगर एंड गेम अच्छा है तो. नाइस प्ले. थैंक्स थैंक्स साइलेंट फ्रेम. बट एंड गेम नहीं, स्टार्टिंग में दिक्कत है. स्टार्टिंग में दिक्कत है तो भाई देखो, ओपनिंग्स जो ऑलरेडी खेलते हैं उसके आसपास की ओपनिंग सारी लर्न कर लो. Takes this check. Queen can give check. He cannot push this pawn. I can take this pawn. Knight can come in between. What if I place my queen here? Let's place our queen here, going for mate. And I can have this pawn. That's a free pawn. Winning pawn, I think. Yes. Free pawn. He needs to push this. I can take this pawn. Now he can plan this. So I need to give him check. Or maybe I should push this. I should push this. If knight comes here, I can block I can block it, but there is a check with queen and he can take my bishop. So come on, let's take our take a step back, take our queen back, step back. How you are defending against attack? Thinking on what is the best move and what is going to be his next attack to plan to stop that attack, or maybe I could play something best or something better than him. Now queen goes here. I can plan my knight here. Queen goes here. I can play my knight here. Yeah, first queen goes here. I can pin his queen, take his knight, and then play my knight here. Or maybe I can take my knight forward and take his pawn because I can have this pawn after that. Bishop is spinning. Come on, yaar. That's a good idea. I need to take my queen back. Now I need to push his knight, then take my queen there. I started pretty well, but in the middle game, I lose position and eventually lose. Any tips, please? So you need to improve the middle game, right? So to improve the middle game, I think the best thing is whatever opening you are playing, try to go for drills for that. There is a drill tab also. What's your elo? Okay, I can take his knight now. Take his knight, push my bishop here, or take my bishop back. Take his knight, knight takes it back. Bishop I can take back. Makes sense. Take his knight, and I can take my bishop back. And I can go for a short castle and then plan the same again. If I attack his knight, my queen place will get blocked, and I also need to take care of this squares. Okay, so castle seems good, but knight can come here. So I need to offer him exchange. Queen exchange. Yes, I need to go for queen exchange now. So queen exchange here looks good. Queen takes queen, bishop takes queen. Attacking his knight right now. And to stop his knight to come here, I just need to push this pawn. And his knight cannot come here, simple as that. I can simply castle and push f4. Okay, he's planning this pawn takes, pawn takes. So I need to place my bishop on d5, attack his rook. Now I can go for short castle and push this pawn. साकिब भाई अपना बताओ 3 months elo. Hello Sakib Ahmed, welcome to the stream. Sorry. Since when you are playing chess? I am playing for from very long time. Now this pawn push, knight needs to be placed back. This knight, I'll place back. Or should I place this knight back right now? Pawn push, pawn push. I think I should place my knight back first. Okay, so need to take this bishop. Rook takes it, pawn push, same plan continues. And this knight I have to take back because after this push, bishop can take my knight. Push it. So I can take his bishop. He can take my knight. What if I attack his knight? Pawn takes it, and I can take with knight. He can take this pawn. So I think pawn push looks good. Pawn push, pawn takes, knight takes, and I can take this pawn. I can attack his rook, but that may be wrong because I can attack his knight, but that may be wrong. May be right. If I take this pawn, bishop can come here. If I just push this pawn, or what should I plan here, yeah? If I take this pawn, bishop can be placed here. I cannot take his bishop. He'll take my bishop can't. His rook is under attack. If I place my rook here, he'll take this pawn, attack my rook. Maybe this rook here. If he takes this pawn, I can again attack him back. This rook here, I can place it here. Knight goes here. Yes, I can do this. Okay. So that's a good plan. Attack his knight. Attack his knight. Knight takes this pawn. I can attack his knight again, but but his knight can go here. His knight is going to create many problems for me. I need to move my king. Offer him the rook, and rook takes knight. Pawn push, pawn. I have to take his pawn. I have to give him exchange up because he's going to create many problems for me, and I have to take this pawn after that. Yeah, I thought that I can try to win, but like if I push rook also, my plan was to just defend this knight, लेकिन वो possible नहीं हो पाया. अगर मैं रुक यहाँ भी पुश करता तो इस प्लान वाज टू टेक हिज नाइट बैक एंड उसके बाद में ओके आई कैन टेक दिस पॉन बिशप कैन बी प्लेस्ड हियर आई कैन टेक हिज नाइट ही कैन टेक माय रुक आई कैन टेक हिज बिशप क्योंकि अब पिन नहीं है पहले पिन था किंग मूव कर दिया टेक हिज रुक एंड देन टेक हिज बिशप if he takes my rook. So I'll be left with rook, knight, and bishop, and he will be only having one rook. So So this is also not a bad game. Like I can simply take his knight, rook. If he takes my rook, I can take his bishop. I'll be left with rook bishop. Nahi, he have extra pawn, na? So if I take this pawn, he cannot double it up. He needs to go back. And what after that? Like maybe I can attack his rook. He can push his rook forward here or here. I think takes look much better. Yes, takes looks much better. Okay, but he got both the pawns. He's also a good elo guy. He's not something someone with low elo. I should have taken him seriously. Pawn push looks good because I can defend it by just going here. Come on, yaar. He's playing so fast now. Bishop goes here. Bishop goes here. Or knight goes here. Knight goes here. Knight goes here. Pawn push, pawn takes. Bishop cannot be planted here. So what about activating my king? Arey yaar. He has so many good moves. Now if I take this, that's a check. I do not have any other option. I can go for draw. That's all I can do. Even I can't draw. Very, very, very good game. Brilliant, brilliant. R106N because Bishop took his pawn with check. He's 2400 now. Let's review it. I think I was winning this. I made two blunders. Obviously, bringing my knight in attack was the blunder. What was best here? What was best here for me? To take his bishop and knight takes, then attack his rook, attack that, and I could have taken that pawn. Okay. So took his bishop was the best. Chalo, anyways. And king to h8 was mistake again. Okay, I could have placed my rook here, so his bishop knight cannot go back. After he took his knight back, that was his knight was so powerful. ठीक है, चलो, come on. Going to win 3 games in row from here. Come on, why are you thinking so much in the opening only? Bishop, knight, castle. Yeah, he's thinking so much. He's going to lose on time. Come on, bring your bishop, dark square bishop out. It's simple as that. Make a move. Hmm. Why is taking so long to make a move? I think he's analyzing offline on board. Everything he's going to analyze and then he'll play. He'll play after, I think he'll be left with 1 minute. Then he'll start playing. Come on, come on, come on, यार. इतना slow. क्या टाइम पास चालू है? वही तो मैं बोल रहा था बिशप मूव कर. Now knight goes forward, bishop takes it, pawn takes it, pawn push, bishop can come here. Okay, that's a check. That's a check from here. After this check, king goes here. इसलिए इतना सोच रहा था क्या? Okay, check. King goes, knight goes here. Take his bishop is the correct move. Take that pawn is wrong because king can come here. And if I attack his knight, अब मुझे सोचना पड़ेगा, उसने इतना सोचा तो। Take this pawn with check. Knight goes here with check. Okay, take his bishop. Keep it simple. Push this pawn. Push this pawn. सबसे पहले तो I think attack his. नहीं, push this pawn. So my queen can be placed on b3. Pawn takes. I can take it back with this pawn. Queen can be placed on b3. If he takes my knight, I can take it back with pawn. Attack his knight. Hi, bro. I'm back. Hello, hello, horse. Horus forever. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Attack his knight now. I can place my bishop here. His knight needs to move. I can again attack his knight and place my piece here. Okay, that's a good move. So I cannot take his knight, right? But I can place my queen here. If pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes it, I'll have good activation. And I do have this pawn back also. I think I should have taken this pawn and then I should have gone here. You can't castle. Yes, I can. Activate dark square bishop. Yes, but there is no great move. Like I'm just planning to take this pawn first and then play my dark square bishop on g5. Pinning his queen, pinning his rook and queen. Like he has to give up his rook after that. Maybe knight can go here. Okay. I think he has planned too far. And that's what I was talking about. He has planned so too far. Now, if I play my queen here, he cannot go for the check. Huh? Yes, I can place my queen here to go for this pawn and plan to check maybe. He can take this pawn. I can just push my king forward. And I don't think there is another check after that. Yep, I can take this pawn now. Good one, good move. So I need to place my king forward and I can place my bishop here to go for his knight. He can take this pawn, but I can take his knight. So he first need to defend his knight. And once he try to defend his knight, I can take his this knight. And if pawn takes, I can play b1, rook b1. After that, to take rook b2. Also, I can place my bishop here so that I can go for checkmate. I can place my bishop here. Bishop here, pawn push. Maybe bishop takes knight, or I should take this pawn. Yeah, let's go for this pawn now. And I can place my rook here to go for this threat. Because if bishop goes here, he can simply push this pawn and there is nothing, no attack. If a rook comes here, his knight will be under attack and his knight does not have any good square after that. Now I can take his knight, take this pawn, attack his knight, or maybe go for this check, pawn push, take his knight, knight takes. Attack his knight looks good to me. Wait, but if I go for attack on his knight, he can play rook here. If he plays rook here, I can take his knight, and knight will take it. And but still after that, I do not have any good option. So maybe check, check, and I can take it back. So I do have option, or take his knight. I think let's take his knight because we have this check, and I can take his knight back. Yes, simple as that. Got my piece back. His plan was to bring his rook here, and after that, my queen was trapped in the cage. If he push pawn, I can take his knight, and I do have attack on this pawn. Knight cannot be saved now. Now I am attacking this pawn, so I may uh, give up this. No, maybe this attack bishop here. I think best move is to activate our rook, which is not yet activated. If he takes that pawn, I can take this pawn. Threat for mate. If rook comes here, okay, he's going for this pawn. Pawn push. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Pawn push is good. Pawn push. Pawn takes. Bishop takes, or bishop takes is good, or pawn takes seems good. Pawn takes seems good because I can still I'm still maintaining attack on his pieces. Now I can go for this pawns. Check. King goes in. King goes this way. Okay, he got the exchange. I can take this pawn, and rook can come back and sit here to attack this pawn. Do I have any another better option? Don't think so. Let's go for this pawn. So pawn push. I do have this check and take his rook, and simply go back. No, I'll start playing forward. Check. What about this check? Uh, check. King goes here. Or check with bishop first. I think, yeah, check with bishop first. And check with rook. and I can have this pawn. Pawn push, moving away from queen, and king goes here. Check, check. Maybe I can place my king back. King back, bishop here. Do I have any option for mate? Rook here, rook goes here. Yep, king back. King back. And place my. Let's go for check. Check. And no good move after this. Bishop can be placed back. Simple. He only have 3 seconds now. Why I'm playing like that? Let's go. Easy peasy. I should have gone for the good move at the end, but I thought his time is going to be. I'm going to win on time. That's why I didn't thought so much. Like what was good move in this case was not taking my bishop queen back. King bishop here. Bishop here was wrong. Bishop placing here was good. Check. King goes. King goes here. Check. King can start to march forward. Like here. Check. King goes here. Check. King goes here. And there is no another check. So forcefully you have to take this and then this. And I was winning this. Chalo. It's almost 2:33. Playing against NM 2500 rating. Chalo, he bought it. No problem. Chess doctor. That was a misclick, and this position converted into perk defense. So what I can move from here is attack his queen, move my bishop, place my knight here. Knight takes, pawn takes, attacking. Knight takes knight, pawn takes it. Yep. Place my knight here. Knight takes knight, pawn takes it. Attacking his knight, and I can have this pawn. Hello, hello, Marshall. Good evening. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Pawn push. Because still that thing is maintained. Like he can take my knight, I can take it back with pawn, and this I can take this pawn. Now I can go bishop here. Now this is not possible, so let's take it. Take this and activate my bishop, and I can also go for short castle. Hello, Srinivas. Welcome to the stream. R Srinivas. एंड यार मजा आ रहा है ना सब लोगों को, तो यार हिट दैट सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल एंड हिट दैट लाइक बटन, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी सिर्फ बहुत कम सब्सक्राइबर्स है अपने. Why are we playing like 500 today? C5 to break the center. C5 to break, but like I'm playing against a good lobby now, so I don't want to break the center without castling. Let's first castle, then I'll break the center. I mean castle and C5. Yes. Okay, let's go for castle. He'll do this pawn push. If he takes, I can take it back and then push c5. There is a delay of some seconds, 10 or something. Is it pin his queen, force him to push this pawn? Pin his queen, force him to push this pawn. f6. Yep, that also makes sense. f6 pawn takes, but queen can attack my pawn. So first I need to defend this and then I can push. Or rook to b5. Rook to b5, queen can take that pawn. And if I go for his knight, he can take another pawn. Like he can take my bishop back, and this pawn will also remain under attack. And this pawn will become passer. And if he defends good, defend that good. So that can be queen. But his queen side will become king side will become weak. So maybe I can try that. But I know that this pawn push will come first, and then I have to take my bishop back. I can go for this pawn, but he can have this two pawns after that. I think queen queen c8, then I can plan rb5 also. I can plan this also. Yep, queen c8. That's c5. That's why c5 is annoying now. Yes, yes, it is. I cannot plan rb5 now, but I can plan f6. Pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn push. I can take his knight. Bishop takes or rook takes. Rook takes. Take my bishop back and take this pawn, or maybe I can first place my bishop here, attacking his knight. Why not rook takes f6? Because first the major minor rule of the chess is you should activate the major minor pieces first and then the major pieces in defense of that. That's why bishop first and then. So he didn't took that. I can push it. Push. He'll push. I can push. Or should I take it? If I take it, then knight can activate and that too in good position. So take is wrong. Maybe I can continue with h5. h5 pawn takes, and again my bishop can sit there. Yes, h5 looks good. If he push this, I can take it back with bishop, and he will take with knight or bishop. But no problem in that. My rook still can activate. Bishop takes e7. F5. F5, now he can push this pawn after that. But I think F5 is good because even if I push this, I can continue with this push to block his bishop and play D6 to go for that pawn. This pawn push, if knight takes it, bishop takes that pawn. If knight does not takes it, queen. If knight takes it first, queen needs to defend bishop. Or if knight takes it, bishop can be placed here. Or maybe I can attack his queen. Attack his queen. So plan is attack his queen. If knight comes in between, bishop can pin it. If rook takes it, takes it is also a thing. So I think queen here is good option. Defending with queen, so queen can activate and attack on king side. That's why bishop f5 it was better. Bishop f5 to g4. Bishop f5 to g4. Okay. Pawn push. I'll take this pawn. If he takes it, I can take it back with check. And king just need to come here to go for mate threat. Takes this pawn. Pawn takes check. King can go here. I can block this and block this. Rook takes, queen takes. Another rook can come here. I think before sack, I should just push my rook forward. Yes, I'll sack my bishop, but before that, rook to f5. Yes, correct, Marshall. And placing my king on f7 is also a thing, but I think he'll go for now queen here. Queen can be planned here. King can go here. Another rook can activate. So king goes here. Another rook can activate to go for this pawn. It must now to be sacked the bishop. No, I don't think so. Now the bishop sack is good because his king can escape this way. That's why that does not looks good to me. Now rook comes here. Now I'll sack it. Now I cannot sack also. So rook goes in to block that pawn. Queen comes back to double attack on that pawn. Is rook can be planned here. I can take this. Maybe I can go for this pawn after that. So king needs to be next one, bro. Sure, sure. Take my king back. So queen can go here, can go here. Let's plan queen here. Attacking his bishop. If rook comes here, I can take this pawn. Pawn takes. That's a good one. Come on, yaar. Why I'm not getting any good move? He's plus 2 points. Bishop takes pawn. Pawn takes. Attack his queen. Does not make any sense because we do not have any another further attack. This bishop is defending too good. Now I think nothing is happening this way. So I need to activate my queen the other way. Queen goes here, attack on rook. Rook takes this pawn. Queen goes here, attack on rook. Queen goes here to go for this pawn. If I take this, okay, so I need to take this rook back and activate this rook this side. Uh, Defend it. I am curious about the engine evaluation for the precision. Same here. What about rook goes here? Attack him. Rook goes here. Bishop goes here. Bishop goes here. It takes this attack. I think there is bishop sack somewhere, but where I don't know. Okay, let's double up our rooks. Rook goes here. Rook can be planned here. Rook goes here. Queen takes. Nahi. Come on, someone has to open up the file. Rook cannot be planned here. He can take if he takes his rook back. That is a good option. Can't think of anything good. Now I can place my rook here. Yes. And I can take his bishop. Let's go. So he started making mistakes now. Bishop goes here, bishop goes here. Yeah, bishop goes here. I can have this check. Have this check. Yes, I can have this check. Then I can place my bishop back here. Bishop here, or I should go for check, 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 and maybe at some point I'll get something. If king goes here, he'll take my bishop. Bishop takes pawn, or just take my bishop back. Still look bad. Take this pawn, pawn takes. So I have to give up my bishop and go for check, 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 and draw. Okay, that's not a draw now. He made a good move. क्या बात है यार. This check was better. Lost on time. Seriously. Seriously. Check from here. That was check from here, check from here. Queen d8 was there. I missed that, yaar. Okay, chal. Why you did not played? Queen d8 was there. Queen d8. Queen d8. After queen d8, there was a checkmate. चलो भाई. चलो जाने दो. Time to play with subscriber. If any one of you want to play, I'm aborting this game. If any one of you want to play, you can send challenge. I'll accept that and we can play. Because it's already too late. Come on, abort. Time to play with subscribers. Whoever wants to play, you can send challenge. Anything 5 minutes, unrated or below that. I'll accept that. And make sure you are a subscriber. Then only I'll accept that. Accept your challenge. Raj Patel. Let's analyze our game. Till that time, we'll analyze our game. Losing one, winning one, losing one, winning one. Stuck on 2300 now. I think need to solve more puzzles. Then only I can continue to win. Anything below 5 minutes unrated, not 10 minutes. Anything below 5 minutes unrated, I'll accept that. What was best here? आ जाओ भाई, सब लोग आ जाओ। एक एक करके आ जाओ। खेलते हैं, सबके साथ खेलते हैं। Check. Maybe bishop takes or take a knight. I'll take knight. Mate in one, mate in two. Check and mate. चलो, who's next भाई? आ जाओ। I did brilliant move against you भाई। Wow. Okay. चलो come on भाई, who's next? कोई आ रहा है खेलने? I'll end the stream otherwise. If anyone wants to play, we can play. Tomorrow at what you will start the streaming? I'll start at 11, 11:30, 11:30 almost. Gaining more space on board. Okay, chalo. That's it for today. So I'm ending the stream भाई. बहुत बढ़िया कोशिश करी भाई, बहुत बढ़िया कोशिश करी. सिर्फ एक गलती नहीं करते तो एंड गेम तक ज्यादा ड्रॉ भी हो सकता था. So good night, bye. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please make sure you like the stream. And if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe this channel. We only have 400 subscribers. We need your support. So please subscribe. That's it. Tata, bye bye. Take care. Good night.